Hi, I'm Lawson. I'm on Substack, and I also have a YouTube channel. And I also, not as much as I used to, but I also write on Medium.com. Every once in a while, I try to put it behind me, but every once in a while, I think about being homeless. Now, like I said before, I was only homeless for 3 years, a little less than 2 years. I don't know, give or take. And and I've been out of that life longer than I was in it, but it had a profound effect on me. And most of the memories are suppressed, but they come out in odd times. You know, like flashbacks and things like that. But what I never have forgotten, and I never will forget, were the times people were kind to me. Were the times where people actually saw me. One of the earliest things that happened, I had been on the streets for several weeks. And the homeless shelters, they throw you out before the sun comes up. And and there was a bus terminal right next to the shelter. And a lot of us would go over there, hang in the garage until security threw us out. And by the time security threw us out, and by the time I walked to the library lobby would be open most of the time. And I'd stay in the lobby until the library opened its doors. But anyway, it had been several weeks when I was out there. I was just standing outside for a minute, uh, and this guy pulls up in a car, offers to buy me a cup of coffee. Now, the old Lawson would never have done that. I would never would have gotten in a car with a stranger like that. But I was at the point in my life at the time where I just didn't care one way or the other. I said, sure. Got in the car with him. And he actually went and he bought me some food. He bought me some breakfast. You know, and he tried to convert me to Catholicism, which I always found hilarious because my grandfather was a Southern Baptist minister. I was raised in church every Sunday. We went to church all the time. Southern Baptist. No way in the world am I going to become a Catholic. But I told him I thought Catholics were weird. And he didn't. He let that roll off his back. And we talked for a while and everything. And then he drove me to the library. Because homeless people love libraries. That's where I hung. That's where a lot of us hung out every day. And another time, someone was kind to me. Olivia had sent me some money. This was quite a while later. Olivia sent me some money to get a haircut. And I went to the bar, the haircutting place. And I'm talking to the young lady cutting my hair. And got to talking about what happened to me and why I was homeless and all this. I didn't even notice, didn't pay any attention to the guy getting his haircut next to us, in the other chair. But he got done before they were finished with him and he left. And like I said, I wouldn't know this guy. I just didn't, I knew there was a body there. I didn't recognize him or anything. But he paid for my haircut. He was overhearing what we were talking about, and he paid for my haircut. And and these two folks, I would never know what they. I wouldn't know either one of these people if they ever walked in the room. It's been so long and so long ago now. But I'll never forget what they did. And I also never will forget the people that hurt me and it caused me to be in that situation to begin with. So my question to you is, do you want to be remembered for doing somebody a solid, to being nice to somebody? Do you want to be remembered for kindness or 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 something else? You know, it's just we live in such a polarized age. I mean, nobody can get along at anything. You know, we need to learn how to be nice to individuals. Just be good people and nice to people. I think it'd be a lot better place if we lived that way. If we lived that way. But of course, I'm not idealistic at all. I'm really cynical. I don't believe it'll happen. And that's kind of sad. But my advice is be remembered for being nice. Talk to y'all next time.